Hello, good morning students. Today's topic of study is electrocardiogram. What is electrocardiogram? Electrocardiogram, it is a recording of electrical activities of the heart on ECG paper is called electrocardiogram. So it is a recording of electrical activities of the heart. Okay, one more terminology is there. It's a normal cardiogram. So what is a normal cardiogram? It is a recording of mechanical activities of the heart that we studied under the practicals of experimental physiology. That is, a recording of mechanical activities of the heart is called normal cardiogram, and on that recording there is contraction and relaxation, that is systole and diastole. Here in electrocardiogram, it is a recording of electrical activities of the heart. So what are the electrical activities? Like depolarization and repolarization of cardiac impulse. We'll go there. Before to that, I want to tell you that electrocardiogram, that is a ECG, will be studied under the headings of: first, the physiological basis of electrocardiogram; then second, what is a normal cardiogram; and third heading will be there is a applied part. Okay, under first heading, that is today's class is, that is a physiological basis of normal physiological basis of ECG. So under this we'll see what are the electrical activities occurring in the heart, how impulse is spread over the heart, then what is depolarization, repolarization, what is a vector, that is a resultant vector, what is a concept of heart as a dipole. Okay, then how the ECG is recorded, that is a procedure of recording of ECG under various leads, how the electrodes are used, that will be studied under the physiological basis of electrocardiogram. And the next class, that will be on the normal cardiogram. In that headings we'll see what are the waves of ECG, then causes of waves, various waves on ECG, then segments, intervals, and what is normal and when these waves it becomes abnormal, that is a clinical significance of that waves. And the third heading, last heading, that will be the applied part. Under that uh, we have to study if there is a disturbance in the electrical activities of the heart, then how it reflects on the ECG, how ECG it becomes abnormal. Okay, so under that we have to study the cardiac arrhythmias, then heart blocks, that is a conduction block, then what is a ischemia, that is and what is a myocardial infarction, then what is a conduction block or how it affects on the ECG, how the heart rate is calculated, then when it becomes abnormal. Okay, then what is atrial fibrillation, what is atrial flutter, what is ventricular fibrillation, that will be studied under the applied part. Okay, now coming to the point that today the physiological basis of electrocardiogram, and under this, see the first competency. So competency means, and at the end of this class students should be able to describe the physiological basis of electrocardiogram and its applications. Okay, and also you should know what is cardiac axis. Okay, so you should be able to tell at the end of this class. Okay, now we'll proceed uh, under the electrocardiogram. So next slide. Now introduction. Under introduction you should know three terminologies concerned with the ECG. These are electrocardiography, electrocardiograph, and electrocardiogram. Electrocardiography means it is a procedure of recording and interpretation of electrical activities of heart. That is procedure of recording of ECG and its interpretation. It is called the electrocardiography. Okay. What is electrocardiograph? It is an instrument or the machine used for recording of ECG. That is a ECG machine is called the electrocardiograph. And what is electrocardiogram? Electrocardiogram, it is actual tracing or the actual graphic record of electrical activities of the heart on ECG paper is called the electrocardiogram. So actual ECG, it is called the electrocardiogram. Okay, so these three terminologies use. Okay, now proceed. Electrical changes occurring in the heart are conducted all over the body because body act as a volume conductor. Okay, and from the surface of the body, these currents can be picked up by suitable electrodes of ECG machine and recorded as a ECG. So very simple, impulse is produced. How the ECG is recorded? The cardiac impulse is produced by pacemaker as usual. It's spread over the heart, and that electrical changes also conducted through the body to the surface of the body. Okay, and by keeping the suitable electrodes on the surface of the body, we can easily pick this current and it is recorded as a ECG on ECG paper. So here body, uh, it acts as a volume conductor because it easily conduct the current from heart to the. So in this procedure we are not keep in mind, we are not keeping electrodes on the heart, but we are keeping the electrodes on surface of the body, but it's a body surface, and then it is recorded as a ECG. This is the very important thing. The ECG first developed by the scientist William Inthons. So the William Inthons, his contribution is very important in ECG because he has first developed ECG and recorded ECG. Okay, next slide, student. Now what is importance of ECG or use of the ECG? Is diagnostic value. So it's the importance of ECG as a diagnostic tool in various heart diseases. So how it is used, what information ECG it gives us? So it gives the information about cardiac arrhythmias. Okay, in applied part we'll go there, what is cardiac arrhythmias. Then it also gives the information about conduction defects, that is a conduction heart blocks, is a conduction defects. Okay, where is exactly conduction defect is there, we can easily detect from the ECG. Then it gives the information about ischemia, which leads into the infarction of the myocardium. What is a ischemia? Ischemia means it is a due to the coronary blockage, there is a less blood supply to the myocardium, and that is called the ischemia. Less blood supply to the myocardium is called ischemia, and due to this less blood supply, that part of the heart, it it is leads into the infarcted, or it is called the infarcted part. What is the infarcted? Infarction of the myocardium we'll discuss in applied part. Then also we get the information about chamber enlargement, that is a hypertrophy, particularly for example hypertrophy of left ventricle, it acts in the chronic hypertension. Then it also gives the information about electrolyte imbalance in the body, and the heart rate also easily can be calculated from the ECG. In this way, ECG is important as it gives the information in various clinical condition of heart. Okay, now the coming to the physiological basis of the ECG, and what are the electrical activities occurring in the heart. So electrical activities of the heart, that cardiac impulse, it is produced in the pacemaker, and how it spread over the heart. First see the normal sequence of current flow. While the studying of ECG, you should know what is a normal sequence of the current flow, because any abnormal sequence of current flow or any disturbance in the current flow or the electrical activities, it reflects on the ECG, and ECG it becomes abnormal. So here, before to go there in applied part, you should know what is a normal. That is a normal sequence of the current flow. And here the the impulse, it is produced by the SA node, and spread over the atria. At the same time, it comes to the EV node through the internodal pathway, and through the bundle of His, it enters to the ventricular side, and in ventricle, that is through the left bundle branch and right bundle branch, it comes to the Purkinje fibers, and Purkinje fibers in turn, it gives this current to the ventricular muscle, and in this way it is immediately spread over the ventricles, both ventricles, which leads into the contraction. This is a normal sequence of current flow. If we take one action potential, that is one cardiac impulse, it consists of electrical activities, two electrical activities we can say. One is the depolarization and repolarization. And students, remember, the depolarization and repolarization are the causes of waves on ECG. Okay, so what is depolarization, what is the repolarization, we'll continue. See the next slide. First, what is depolarization? You know, depolarization, uh, we can say the wave of depolarization, how it spread over the heart. Okay, just we discuss. Then depolarization wave, or the current we can use the word, or the wave of the depolarization we can say, it always flows from depolarized part to the polarized part of the heart. Okay, so if you take body may, if you take any tissue, for example, cardiac muscle, skeletal muscle, nerve fiber, the current, it always flows from depolarized area to the polarized area. Okay, so here I will tell you by one diagram. So suppose this is the uh, is 1 second. See, uh, suppose this is the part, and suppose here this part is depolarized, this part is depolarized. Okay, itna jo color part it is depolarized. So current, as per this statement, current it always flows from uh, depolarized part, means this part is depolarized, and current it flows from this part to the polarized part. Okay, so polarized part. So in this way current it flows. So current it always flow from depolarized, this is depolarized area, and from to the polarized area. This is a normal sequence of current flow. Okay, now see how it happens is, how it flows in the heart. First take the atria. Okay, in atria, current it flows from SA node to the EV node, and also depolarize the atrial muscle. Okay, so in one diagram is there, we'll go there. And in ventricle, the first part of the ventricle to get depolarized is a septum. Once the current, or the wave of depolarization, once it is entered in the ventricle, how it flows in the ventricle. So in the ventricle, see the sequence. First part of the ventricle get depolarized is the septum. So what is the septum? It is a wall between two ventricles. Okay, then current it travels from apex to the uh, sorry it from the base to the apex. Current it travels from base to the apex. So through the right bundle branch and left bundle branch, current it enters, current it travels from base to the apex. Okay, then it returns via endocardial surface upward to the base. Okay, so via endocardial surface, that is, first it goes to the apex, and via the inner surface it comes back to the AV groove, that is atrioventricular groove, or we can say that it comes to the base. Okay, at the same time, current it also flows from endocardial surface to the epicardial surface, that is from inner surface to the outer surface. Okay, in this way ventricle get depolarized. Okay, and the last part of the ventricle get depolarized is the posterior basal part of the ventricle. Okay, in the next diagram I will show you. From the next slide there is a diagram, and from that you can easily understand here the how depolarization is spread in the atria. Suppose this part is the color part is depolarized and remaining part is still polarized, so we can say that the our current is reach up to this point. Okay, and it will proceed. Okay, so depolarized part is there is a if you see the negative charges are outside and positive charges are inside, while in polarized part it is positive outside as compared to negative inside. Okay, so in this way current it flows. कैसे current flow होता है? So in this diagram, so I will tell you how the current it flows. It flows in this diagram, in these directions. Okay, so in this way. Now coming to the ventricle. In ventricle I just told that current it enters in the ventricle, and first it flows through the septum, that is from base to the apex. Okay, so this is arrow, it indicates that it flows from base to the apex. Current it flows from base to the apex in this way. Okay, in this way current it flows base to the apex. Okay, now student, here uh, then after that current it flows from through the via the inner surface, it flows towards the base. Okay, in this way. Okay, initially current it flows from base to the apex, then at the next moment it flows from via the inner surface, it comes to the base again, and at the same time current it also flows from inner surface to the outer surface. Like this, uh, various directions are there for the current flow. Okay, current it flows in various direction, and you know, at the final, while recording the ECG, we are recording the current flow. We are taking all directions together because our electrode is on the body surface. Our electrode is here on the surface of the body, and we are recording all directions together. Okay, so at this moment we discuss how the wave of depolarization it proceeds. Okay, now see in the next slide. Again there is one more diagram, student, and same diagram it shows that here how the deep wave of the depolarization it proceeds. In first diagram you can say that the wave of depolarization, this color, it indicates it is reached up to the this point through the septum. In second diagram, wave of depolarization, that is current, it reach up to the apex. Okay, base, this is a base and this is apex. Okay, and here the next moment current it also flows from apex to the base via inner surface of the ventricle, that is endocardial surface. Okay, at the same time current also flows from inner surface to the outer surface. Okay, so and here wave of depolarization it proceeds. Okay, so in this diagram almost whole ventricle get depolarized. Okay, except the posterolateral portion of the base. Okay, our posterior basal portion. Okay, and in the last diagram here whole ventricle get depolarized. Okay, so this is a way of depolarization how it proceeds. So in this diagram you can see that one red color arrow is shown, and this arrow is nothing but it is a vector, and it shows the direction of the current. This vector, it has length and direction. The arrowhead indicates the direction, and the length of the this vector or this arrow, it indicates the magnitude और the amplitude of the current. Okay, so देखो यहाँ सबसे ज्यादा लेंथ है, इसका मतलब यहाँ पोटेंशियल ज्यादा है. Okay, we'll come there, but at this moment you just remember during the depolarization this arrow it indicates the direction of the current flow, and throughout the depolarization the direction of the current flow is from base to the apex, except at the very fraction of the second at the end the direction of current flow it changes, that is from this thing from apex to the base, that is to the posterolateral portion of base, okay, in this way for fraction of the second, because our first statement is current, it always flows from depolarized area to the polarized area, and once whole ventricle get depolarized, that means there is no current flow, okay. And at the same time how the wave it comes, if you see the R wave, QRS complex is there, the R wave how it comes, R wave starts from this point and it ends here, okay. So see, जैसे जैसे depolarization wave proceed होता है, वैसे वैसे we get the positive R wave, okay, here, and this is R wave on the ECG is completed here, okay. So this is the discussion of how depolarization it occurs in the atria and in the ventricle, okay. So when the depolarization is in atria, it gives the P wave on ECG, and when depolarization on the ventricle, then it gives R wave on the ECG, okay. So at the last moment, the direction of the vector it turns towards the base, okay, and this is the cause of uh, S wave. The S wave is slightly negative, okay, because here the arrow it turns towards the base, and here pointer it goes down and it gives the S wave, okay. So यहाँ देखो, we got the negative S wave, because everywhere the vector is from base to the apex, direction is from base to the apex, and but at the last moment the it turns towards the base, and this is a cause of negative wave, that is a S wave, okay, on the ECG. So students, this is all about the depolarization, okay. Now depolarization is followed by the repolarization, and we'll see the what is a repolarization in the next slide. Here, what is repolarization? Repolarization, it is followed by the depolarization. So first, repolarization in atria. So in atria, repolarization is in the same direction to the depolarization. Students, you try to understand here. If you see, I will show you that this is, suppose this is atria, okay. In this diagram, you try to understand this is atria. Sorry, this is atria. Just 1 second. So again I will show you. So in just I will draw one flow diagram, just uh, here in this is atria, and in atria depolarization is in this direction, while the repolarization is also in the same direction, because okay. But if you see in the ventricle, suppose this is a ventricle, for example, in ventricle the depolarization is in this direction, that is base to the apex, while the repolarization it is in opposite direction, okay. So I am adding slight confusion in your knowledge, so you try to understand. uh, First, in atria it follows the normal sequence, that is everywhere in the body, that is skeletal muscle, then nerve fiber, then okay, yeah, then also the uh, other tissue of the body where the depolarization is followed by, for example, this is nerve fiber, okay, and in the nerve fiber the wave of depolarization is there. This is a wave of the depolarization, and this is a wave of repolarization, that is in the same direction, that is in the nerve fiber, okay. Same thing it happens just in the atria, there is a depolarization, there is a repolarization. So depolarization and repolarization, it is in same direction, but in the body there is only part, that is a ventricle, it is an exceptional part. Students, remember, there is an exceptional part, and it is not a normal thing, it is an abnormal sequence of the current flow. So only ventricle is there in the body where the repolarization it is in opposite direction. Okay, students, just remember there is a ventricle only. The part in the body is a ventricle, and ventricle the where the repolarization it is in opposite direction. Okay, why I am telling these directions, it is very important because it decides the polarity of the wave on ECG, whether the wave is positive or negative on ECG paper. It is decided by the direction of the current flow. So remember the direction of the current flow. Again and again I am telling, in atria the same direction it is there, and if you see the wave of the atria, that is if you see on the ECG paper and see the, suppose on ECG paper the wave of depolarization on the atria, that is a P wave, is positive, and the wave of that is a repolarization on the atria is also, it is a negative. Okay, okay. So see student, again I will show you here wave of repolarization of the atria is, it is negative. Okay, and if you see the in the ventricle, the wave of depolarization is positive, and the wave of repolarization is also positive. Okay, so so this is the what is the cause of this direction of the wave, that in the ventricle repolarization and depolarization it is in opposite direction, while here it is in the same direction. Okay, now the question is in your mind, why the exceptional part in the body, that is a ventricle, where the sequence is abnormal. Abnormal means it is a repolarization is, it is in opposite direction. So what is the cause? The cause is unknown, we don't know the cause, but the possible cause may be the this abnormal sequence of the current. It may be due to the decreased coronary blood flow during the systole. You know, ventricle, it gets the less blood supply during the systole, that is when the ventricle it contracts, the blood supply to the myocardium it decreases, and that's why this is the maybe the reason that the repolarization it is in opposite direction. Okay, now coming to the point that the direction of the current it decides the polarity of the wave, and here that's in ventricle it is only the abnormal, it is only the part where there is an abnormal sequence, and abnormal sequence is repolarization it is in opposite directions. Okay, now we'll go to the next slide, that is next slide is a diagram. Here this is a way of repolarization, and already I told, the in the ventricle the repolarization it is in opposite direction. That means the part of the ventricle which is depolarized at the end will repolarize first. Okay, again I will repeat the sentence, the part of the ventricle which is depolarized at the end will repolarize first. And you know, the in the ventricle this is a direction of the current flow, that is a depolarization, and you know this part depolarize at the end will repolarize first. Okay, so here again here repolarization is start, and this plain part is the repolarization, then repolarization wave is proceed in opposite direction. Okay, students, here how it proceeds, it is in opposite direction. Okay, and here this part is repolarized, and here whole ventricle is repolarized in this direction. Okay, so this is a direction of repolarization. यहाँ से repolarization शुरू हो गया है, यहाँ this plain part is repolarized, here almost whole ventricle is repolarized except septum, and at the end whole ventricle is repolarized. Okay, so this is the repolarization is in the opposite direction, and at the same time here we are getting the T wave on ECG. So here जहाँ से repolarization शुरू होता है, the T wave it starts coming. Okay, so here in this way the repolarization, the T wave, it gives the T wave. Okay, now students, one more thing I want to tell you. If you see the vector, what vector it indicates? It indicates the direction of the current flow. Don't confuse with the direction of repolarization. Okay, so this arrow जो मैंने draw किया है, that indicates the direction of repolarization. और ये जो already printed जो arrow है, that is called the vector. Okay, so vector indicates the direction of the current flow, and what arrow I draw, that indicates the direction of repolarization. Now our first statement I told initially that current it always flows from depolarized part to the repolarized part. Okay, and here also the current it flows from depolarized part to the repolarized part. So this part, colored part, is depolarized and the plain part is repolarized, that is a polarized. So current it flows from the depolarized part to the repolarized part, that is a polarized part. That's why the vector it remain even during the depolarization also and repolarization also. The direction of the vector is from base to the apex, because during depolarization also and repolarization also current it flows from the base to the apex, and that's why the both waves on ECG are positive. Okay, if you compare with the atria, then there in the atria the repolarization wave is negative. Okay, so I think students you followed it, and then we'll proceed. Okay, so up to this point students we studied depolarization and repolarization, and depolarization and repolarization in atria, depolarization and repolarization on ventricle are the causes of waves on ECG. Okay, again we'll come there. At this moment we'll proceed to the next slide. Okay, here this is just for one diagram, and this picture it indicates how the current, once it is generated here, it spread over the atria and then it spread over the ventricle, and at the same time how the ECG it comes, how it is recorded on the ECG paper. Okay, then student, in this picture you can see that the two electrodes are kept, that is a one electrode, it is connected, this is one electrode, it is connected to the positive terminal of the ECG, and this other electrode, it is connected, second electrode, it is connected to the negative terminal of ECG machine. Okay, and this combination is in lead 2. So again we'll go there, we'll come there under the discussion of the procedure. So here ECG is recorded under the this standard ECG is recorded under the lead 2. Okay, now see the next slide. Students, some physics, will discuss some physics behind the ECG. Okay, so we'll apply some physics, rules of the physics or the laws of the physics here, knowledge of the physics here while recording the ECG. You listen that the vector. So what is a vector? You know the vector is a arrow, and this arrow it has a direction and amplitude, that is a length of the vector, it indicates the magnitude of the current, and the head of the arrow it indicates the direction of the current flow. So apply same thing here, that is a vector, and that vector in the heart it is called the cardiac vector. So what is a vector? It is an algebraic sum of all electrical potential and its average direction in the heart. Okay, and it is represented by the arrow. So in previous two diagrams, that is during the study discussing about the repolarization and depolarization, I have shown you there that black color arrow was there, and that arrow was even depolarization and repolarization. It was from the base to the apex. So what that arrow it indicates? The arrow indicates, the arrowhead shows the direction and direction of current flow, okay, and its length indicates the voltage or amplitude of the current, okay. Now also I told that in the ventricle current it flows in various direction, and that direction if you take all together, that current flow is called the elliptical fashion. Because many times I told the in the ventricle initially current it flows from base to the apex in the septum, then next moment it current it flows through the via the inner surface, that is from apex to the base. At the same time current it also flows from inner surface to the outer surface, and if you take all this together, that type of the current flow is called the elliptical fashion. Because we are not recording one single direction. Our electrodes is keep in mind, our electrodes are kept on the surface of the body, and that electrode it detects the all direction of the current flow together, and that all directions together and all electrical potential together, it is called the vector, okay. So here if you see, if this electrical pathways, if you algebraically average, if you take together, and then the average current, okay, so if we take all direction together, that finally we can say that the average current flows from base to the apex throughout the depolarization and repolarization. Initially in the two diagrams I told that the direction of the vector it was from base to the apex, because we are taking all directions together, okay. And that during the depolarization and repolarization also, the direction of the vector it is remain from apex to the base normally. This is the normal current flow, and this is a normal direction of the current flow. Because vector is very important concept here, because it decides the height of the wave and the polarity of the wave. So height of the wave, that is the electrical potential together, and the polarity of the wave, whether the wave it is positive or negative, it is decided by the direction, average direction of the current flow, okay. Next slide. When this sequence that we discuss, the normal sequence, when this sequence of current flow becomes abnormal, if it takes the abnormal course, then it leads to the abnormal shape and contour of the waves, okay. So वेव का जो शेप है और जो जो contour है, contour means exactly if you see the how the waves it ends, okay, that is called the contours, okay. The contours and shape of the waves will be, it will be leads or into the abnormal when the sequence of the current flow it changes. That is a up to this point we discuss what is a vector. One more concept we have to discuss here, student, and that is very interesting, students. Here the concept of the heart as a dipole, okay. So what is dipole? Heart acts as a electrical dipole. In order to record any electrical activity, there has to be two poles, that is a positive pole and negative pole. If you have to record the any activities, electrical activities, so we take the battery, and in the battery there is a positive pole and negative pole, then only we can record some electrical activities. So we require the two poles, positive pole and negative pole, and heart acts as a dipole because it has the two pole, okay, and this two pole, positive and negative. Now applied in the heart, okay. In heart, remember, in heart, depolarized area acts as a negative pole, while the remaining polarized area acts as a positive pole, okay. These poles are fixed in battery. बैटरी में poles fix है, ये pole positive है और ये negative. But heart में क्या होता है? The depolarized area is negative pole and polarized area is positive pole. Okay, so this depolarization and repolarization always get changing. Okay, it changes. Okay, so current always flows from that will go there, but here try to understand current always flows from negative area to the positive area. Okay, so that already I told. And next, coming to the next point, this dipole in the heart is not constant. जैसे बैटरी में डाइपोल कांस्टेंट है, ये पॉजिटिव पोल रहेगा, दूसरा नेगेटिव रहेगा, बट हार्ट में क्या होता है, द पोल in the heart not constant, because why because but it goes on changing as the wave of depolarization proceeds. Okay, so heart में क्या होता है, at the first moment some part of the heart get depolarized, but in next moment और जैसे जैसे wave proceed होता है, the some other moment the first part get repolarized and some other get depolarized. Like this dipole, it goes on changing. Okay, and that concept is also very important here. Keep in mind in the heart that dipole is not constant, but it goes on changing, because this changing dipole, it affects on the heart, that is affects on the ECG recording of the ECG, because it decides the polarity of the wave on the ECG. See the next slide. Students, up to this point here, we discuss the dipole. Okay, and if we will proceed, if we take all dipoles together, that is resultant of all dipoles together, it is called the resultant dipole or resultant कार्डियक वेक्टर. सो वेक्टर क्या है, जो पहले पॉइंट्स हमने डिस्कस किया, द वेक्टर इज नथिंग बट इट इज अ रिजल्टेंट ऑफ this all dipoles is goes on changing, dipole change hota hai. If we take all dipole together, it gives us one arrow, you know, the arrow is, it indicates the direction of the current flow, all directions together and all electrical potentials together, we get the arrow, that is called the vector. And if we take all these dipole together, it is called the resultant vector. Okay, so then average direction of the resultant vector is always from base to the apex throughout the depolarization and repolarization. So keep in mind, if the direction of resultant vector approaches towards the exploring electrode, the waves on ECG will be upright. So what it says, you know, we'll go there in the next slide, but there are the exploring electrode, two types of the electrode, you know, one electrode is connected to the positive terminal and the second electrode is connected to the negative terminal. So ये जो positive terminal का जो electrode है, okay, and it we are keeping it on the body surface. So where we kept, the points are decided while recording the ECG, where we have to keep the electrodes on the ECG. We have the two electrode, one is connected to the positive terminal of the ECG and second is connected to the negative terminal of the ECG. So here where we are keeping the positive electrode, if the direction of the vector approaches towards the exploring electrode, means simply if the current it is flowing towards the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal, then we get the upright waves, that we get the positive wave. Okay, and if the current is flowing away from the exploring electrode, so ये जो positive terminal का जो electrode रखा है, if the current is flow away from this electrode, then we get the negative wave. Okay, so wave is the negative when we when the current it is flowing away from the exploring electrode. Okay, so up to this point, students, we discussed the physiological basis of ECG, okay, regarding the current flow. Now we'll proceed with the recording part, how the ECG it is recorded, and that will be discussed under the procedure of recording the electrocardio, that is procedure of recording of ECG, and that is called the electrocardiography. At this moment we'll stop here, and in our next class we'll continue with the procedure of recording that will be discussed under how the ECG is recorded. That will be recorded under the 12 ECG leads are there. We'll discuss in our next class. Okay. Now, Philal, we'll stop here, and if you have any difficulty, you can react later on. Thank you.